Is it possible that everyone really has the gift of discernment or the ability to really perfectly judge thoughts or discern intent of the heart? Welcome to Conversation of Life. I would want to share with us the scenario that happened between Jesus and the woman, the Samaritan woman. She had an intimate conversation with Jesus, and a defining moment came, but not at the initial point. She saw him as just an ordinary man, and she had a narrative about him because of her background as a Samaritan. As their conversation went on, her disposition about Jesus changed. She asked, or she commented. That's in the book of John chapter 4. She commented, she told Jesus, I discern, I perceive that you are a prophet. Where did that come from? Every time we interact with the Spirit of God, every time you interact with God, there is something about your spirit, your personality that becomes quickened, that becomes heightened, that your sensitivity, the abilities inherent in you become activated. So she said, I discern. I pick you a prophet just because of communication, just because of fellowship and intimacy. So God has a way of building up our capacity to a point where when we interact with other people, when we work with people, we're able to see through the lens of His Spirit. We're able to understand. We're able to judge accurately. We're able to tell that this is who this person is, because every creation, every system has an identity and they can't hide it. But the question is, can you be able to interpret clearly that this is who this person is? This is who my child is. This is who my colleague is. This is who my friend is. This is the kind of society I live in, and be able to understand it accurately. These abilities are built in us as children of God. Solomon had that kind of scenario where he had to judge between the woman that had her child killed and the one that was alive. And from their story, he began to make certain decisions. He gave an instruction, and before you know it, that instruction revealed the nature, the intent of the heart, the nature of the person, and it was glaring and visible to even people around. And when the decision was made, it was lauded abroad that the spirit of wisdom was at work in Solomon. By asking the right questions, by making inquiries, by communicating effectively, you could pick certain frequencies. When we fellowship with God, when you fellowship with the Spirit of God, your discernment, you become enlightened. You begin to see in the light of God's word. You begin to have a better picture. And this helps you in living your everyday life. It helps you in making decision making and makes you a balanced believer. So the operation of the Spirit of God enables every child of God to be discerning. I pray for you that the Spirit of God will brood over you and cause you to be able to see with His lenses and be able to judge rightly. Have a blessed day. Bye.